muy emocionante.
Un poquito incómodo cuando...
Hi guys, thank you for watching my YouTube channel. I'm Arving Gonzalez, and in this opportunity we're gonna keep talking about the LIDOM draft, which is gonna be celebrated next Wednesday, the 14th, and it's basically the event which marked the beginning of the baseball season in the Dominican Republic. It's a live event. For those who are not familiar, they do it in a mall, like in the main like place in the mall, so fans can go there, and some of the players are going to be present there. Like in the past it was the same. I remember back in 2015, I think Jorge Mateo, Francisco Mejia, Manuel Margot was there too, Domingo Leiva, William Adames. I don't remember if he was present, but he was in the same class. And LIDOM had made a pretty good job, like trying to put the event on a stage where fans can go there and interact with all is happening there. It was interrupted in the last 2 years because of the pandemic. In 2020, we didn't have draft, and last season we had it, but with no fanatics. So today or next Wednesday is gonna be special. And the draft have 16 rounds. In the Dominican Winter League, there are 16, so you make the math, and it's gonna be 96 players out of 347. I think I saw in the list. So it's gonna be like the majority of players won't be picked, and they're gonna be available for next draft, and after that they can become free agents. Today we're gonna talk about, 3 players, and I have the pleasure of having Lacy Lusk from Baseball America, the leader, I would say, in the longest prospect publication since 1981, has been covering prospect around America and also Latin America, and he focused on the national, but come on, he's a scout, he knows about prospect, and of course he can help me out, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining me, Lacy.
Oh, my pleasure, Arving. Thanks for inviting me.
Have you ever, I know that LIDOM have been like growing in the USA in the last couple of seasons, especially in the pandemic, which was a year with a shortened season, and like fans were hungry of more baseball, and like the numbers we could see how many like the demographics were watching from here. Have you ever had the opportunity to watch any LIDOM game?
Yeah, I wish I could do it in person someday, but I've been watching on TV the past 5 years or so. My Fios cable, I pretty much have every channel you can get on. I had the Spanish package for a couple of years just so I could watch LIDOM games, and then now they've moved over to MLB.com, which is pretty exciting, just to get them the same way you get big league games.
Yes, in last season, I remember you can, like, not like the MLB at bat, only the regular season, you can even watch the whole postseason through there. And I hope they do more English broadcasts. I remember like 1 or 2 games last season they did with Carlos Peña, and I don't remember who else was on the color, like the color analyst. But and let's get into
this. They're entertaining already, even though I can't understand most of what they're saying.
yeah.
Very good announcers, yeah.
So let's begin with the first player that we're gonna talk about. This is gonna be Luis Mieses. He's an outfielder for the Chicago White Sox, a left-hander hitter. In 2022, you can see his numbers there. Let's say average OBP. I haven't checked the numbers, but it's about average OBP. Pretty good slugging, and a respectable batting average. What can you tell us about Mieses, Lacy?
Yeah, he's had his best season as a minor leaguer. He's 22 now, so he's been around a little bit. And I was just reading, he got a lot of confidence this spring from talking with Eloy Jimenez, actually, and that really helped spark his season. He said he started the year at High A Winston-Salem in the South Atlantic League and hit about 280 there, and he's hitting 350 and only about 60 at bats at Double A Birmingham. But really having a breakout year.
Yeah, which is encouraging for a guy of his age. He's just 22, which is still below the age average on that league. How can you, or what can you tell us? Because I know that's something that the common fan understands like a lot about the 2080 scale, like which are like his strengths and his weakness.
Yeah, I think his arm is his one certain above average tool, and the bat and the power could be they're at least average, I'd say.
And what about some concerns about his development?
Yeah, before this year, there were some concerns about his hitting more than, he hasn't had these same numbers throughout his career. They signed him in 2016 for more than $400,000. So it's taken him a little while for it to click, but I certainly think he has the potential to join the White Sox down the road.
Any thoughts about his ETA?
Well, being in Double A already, he'd probably, I would guess, start there next year. If he has this kind of year, perhaps maybe get a cup of coffee as early as next season, but more realistically in a couple of years.
Yeah, like 2025, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they have a veteran team where it might be hard to break in, so that sounds like a probably better percentage possibility there.
Yeah, I was talking with Ben Butler, and I asked him about what type of level he thinks LIDOM is at right now, and he told me like between like AA and AAA. And for guys like Mieses that he just experienced a little bit of AA, that's something that happens sometimes. Most of the guys who are gonna be available in the draft are not like LIDOM ready for this upcoming season. It's like more thinking about the future, which is also ironic because like the general managers and managers in LIDOM, they change like season after season. Like right now we experience a kind of consistency. Like I think, yeah, setting one, all of the other general managers from the 5 remaining teams are repeating, but that's not usual.
That's not normal, huh?
Yeah, that's not the rule. So yeah, it's kind of ironic you are trying to build a team for another GM. So yeah, let's go with the other player, and this is gonna be Cristian Santana. He plays for the Detroit Tigers. There's like 3 or 4 Cristian Santanas in the minor, but this one is 18 years old, and as you can see in the numbers, he played 2 games in the Florida Complex Leagues. This is rookie level, just only 2 games, and then spent basically the rest of the season in Single A with Lakeland. You can see his numbers. I mean, really good OBP, not that great slugging, and also you can see like the balance between his base on balls and strikeouts.
Yeah, the on base is certainly Christian's strengths, and he's got pretty good quickness, and certainly looks to be a future. I mean, already has the ability to be at least an average major league infielder who could stick at shortstop or play various places wherever the Tigers might need. They may have expected a little more out of him when they gave him almost $3 million, a team record for an international signing. but he's still just 19, or actually won't be 19 until November. So there's certainly some ceiling there, and he was just in low A this year at Lakeland.
Yeah, and this is the kind of player that he could be like drafting the first 3-4 rounds, thinking about the future in middle term, like in 3 years, he might be, or 4 years, he might be able to make some impact on LIDOM. He's a high profile prospect, as Lacy was telling you guys about the highest bonus in the Tigers organization, international bonus, I mean, that he got. And yeah, he's still too young to like route tools. So let's see how he's gonna keep it going. And
he has some power. I mean, 9 homers and fewer than 80 games in the Florida State League's a hard, difficult league for hitters. So
yeah, which is important to say. Like it used to be in the past, not now, because there are universal DH and all of that. Like using MLB, that the National League like was traditional pitcher friendly, and the American League quite the opposite. You have to say in every level in the minors, like in AAA, the Pacific Coast League, it's gonna be the hitter friendly, and the International League is the opposite. And also in AA, I think the Eastern League is the hardest to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's the same Florida and high 8. And
yeah, it's the same parks where the big leaguers play spring training. So you're looking at an 18-year-old kid.
Yeah,
in the same stadium.
Yeah, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's a pretty good sign. Like he's performing, like I would say, even a little above expectation from an 18-year-old first full season and playing in America for the first time in his career. So really promising. So next and last player we're gonna talk about is Deyvison de los Santos. He plays. He's just 19 years old. He just turned 19 a couple of months ago, almost 3 months ago, and he have played 2 levels this season, like in single A first, and later for the high 8 of the Arizona D-backs Hillsboro. And you can see that he have a lot of power. So and also some evaluators from some operation teams in baseball operation teams in LIDOM believe this is like one of the biggest batter right now. Like I'm not talking about the future, that might change, but yeah, that's like the rumor that what employees from the different front office teams are talking about, and the 21 homers can tell you something.
Yeah, Deyvison has present power. Those other 2 guys we talked about, maybe future power. But obviously 21 homers between the Cal League and the Northwest League, and he just got called up to AA Amarillo.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe between the organization, maybe they won't be as surprised as I am. But yeah, again, you can see also that when he was promoted to high 8, his OBP was like real bad. Not real bad, but in comparison with the 370 in the low A level, it went deep down. So that's something also expectable for a 19-year-old. And for me, it's quite surprising all that power he has been able to show through the season.
Yeah, I don't do the Diamondbacks rankings or list the grading of the tools, but I did see where Baseball America has him with 70 power, which you don't see that often.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so it was kind of expectable, maybe because power is like the last tool that can develop, right? On one of those that developed in the last stage of the development process. So at 19, like 20 plus
Right,
homer
right. The
is.
Diamondbacks already have some exciting guys here in the second half of the season playing well. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can see it in the big leagues, and not only the pitching stuff with Henry, and it was another one that they promoted. I don't remember the name, but also Corbin Carroll.
Oh yeah,
And
right.
I forgot the last name, but his name is Jake, and he's doing good. And yeah, those are the three guys we're talking about in this video. There are also some Nationals players that Lacy have a deep dive on them. They have played from, because I using this cat because of Lacy from the Fredericksburg Nationals, who made it to the playoffs. They're gonna begin the championship series next Tuesday. So there are some guys. There are some Infantes gonna be available in the draft. Also,
I just saw that.
yeah, Jose Ferrer, who was promoted,
Pitched in the futures game. Yep.
yeah, and spent a couple of games there. There was another. Oh, Pablo Aldoni was the other one.
Oh sure.
Pitchers. So let's see what happens. And thank you for joining me, Lacy. And I hope to have you somewhere during the season. I'm gonna keep doing LIDOM content in English so Americans can enjoy better the Dominican Winter League, which is gaining more attention from the USA and Canada. So that's the idea.
Great, I love it. Watching baseball in November and December is great.
Yeah, even in January,
Right,
there's
in
gonna
the
be the
playoffs,
playoffs.
yeah.
Yeah. Right. So thanks a lot for watching this video. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and in the comments you can also make your suggestion about what you want me to talk about. LIDOM something interesting. How much is going to a LIDOM game beyond the airplane tickets and the hotel, and yeah, those kinds of things that you that it's gonna be hard for you, like finding in the internet. So have a good one, and see you in another episode.